So anyway, we'll have a quick canter through it and see what you think. So here is the journal. It's got a felt cover, and I did wet felt it in the end just to get that lovely squishiness to it. And it does feel so soft in your hand, it's lovely. And I've tied it with a green velvet ribbon. I've done a little bit of hand embroidery down here and put some buttons on and stuff to represent some flowers. But this isn't attached in any way, it comes off completely, so it's not in your way when you're using your journal. And there we have it. So that's the inside, and this is curtain weight material, I'd say, you know, home decor weight, let's say that. And I've sewn, hand sewn all around it. Hand sewn, yes, I did. So that just folds over there, and it's just nice. I love these colours. That's why I chose this fabric. So here we are into the journal then. I mean, these papers, I think that's what did it for me. I was just, I don't know, just relaxed into the papers. They're really pretty. Got a thread there, so I'll just trim that off when I see it. So yeah, that's from the kit, Among the Wildflowers, from Lorna's shop, Tailor Made Journals. Lovely, lovely kit. That's another page, and I've just put a frill down here from an Edith Holden napkin, so it's got the right feel to it. Here we've got a piece of old music paper with a decoupaged dog rose, I guess, with some lace down it, and it's sewn around. And there you can see how old that paper is. It's begun to, what they call fox, when you get brown little marks on it. You know, you can't fake that. It's just old paper. And here you watched me do this, and in fact you had an input into it. I asked you what you wanted. We had a choice of a few things, and you chose this big dark green rickrack. But I did that on a live a few weeks ago, probably now. And just I've typed that out in the typewriter, Among the Wildflowers. I like that page. It wasn't exactly what I had in my mind when I started, but it turned out fine, I think. I like it. Then here we've got a journaling page, just another little bit of Edith and some bits. And here I've stenciled, just darker at the bottom and just fading out towards the top, so you've got a good lot of journaling space. And here's a little page from a seed catalogue that I just like. I just like the fact it's there. Then here we've got a great big belly band there, rickrack down it, and this is a fussy cut and some buttons on there, and a big card to journal upon. I'll stick a photo on or whatever, and a little velvet tag at the top, lace down the side. This is what I'm saying, this is not a typical me journal at all, and yet I like the feel of it. These are PNG files. Now I have done a video on that, and you'll find it in my playlist somewhere. But the PNGs from Lorna's shop, Tailor Made Journals, and they're called The Secret Garden, I believe. And I've layered two, one on top of the other, as you can do with PNGs. It's a great format. Then this came out of a Wildflowers of the World book, and this is the South American page. Well, there's several pages, I just chose that. I like the orange next to that, to be honest. And then in here on the back, I made a little pocket from the page. I put a journaling card in and a little playing card that Jen and Mike sent me. They're just perfect for this, I think. So they pop in there. Another design page, paper page. And this is Liberty of London Tanner Lawn, it's called, this fabric. And the actual name of the design is Wildflowers. So, hey, it just fits perfectly, and I really like it hanging over the page like that. So the page is sewn around. We've got this beautiful Liberty print there. This is from a book that Lynn Whitman very kindly sent me. It's a sensational book, and the plates are so beautiful that up until now I haven't dared to cut into it, but it was so perfect for this journal. So thank you, Lynn. Yeah, beautiful. And here's a little envelope that I put half and half on this page, half in the back. Just some Tim Holtz wildflower dies up there, a bit more of the Liberty print here, and there's a couple of tags in it, that one on this side and this one on this side. It's just, oh, it is tight. It's perfectly tight. Then this is a machine embroidery that Mr. F did for me, and it's a dandelion, which is very, very common weed here in the UK. But you know, when it's sewn out like that, it looks so pretty, and it has seed heads and children, well, not just children, but children more so, pick them and they blow the seeds away. And apparently how many times you have to blow it until you've got no seeds left tells you the time. So it's commonly known as a dandelion clock, with a little journaling card up there and a stamp up there. And I've just stenciled a little bit at the top and put a yellow butterfly in to go with our dandelions. Another little green velvet tag on there. On the back of here we have a journaling page, some stamping at the stenciling at the bottom, and then I've got this lovely writing paper that's got all wildflowers around it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really suitable for this journal. And they're just folded up and they're held it up there. Yeah, they are, with one of those fancy paper clips. Talking of fancy paper clips, here we are, and this is holding a little envelope in. It's a wildflower book that I own that I took some pages out of. I didn't want to cut it because I would have lost all of this. So I folded it over so as anybody can read what it says, and then I just clipped this little envelope into it, made from the design paper. It's got a butterfly and a little charmy thing on, not charm, that's not what I mean. Gem is what I mean. There. Now this I've left plain because I just really like it. It just reminds me of being at school, at primary school more so. You know, when you were making graphs and stuff. I just like it, so I left it. This is a page from the Henry Terry Victorian Garden book. This is a big journaling card made from die cuts that Janet Rosier sent me, and I'm very grateful to you, Jan, they're lovely. A couple of fussy cut butterflies, and this is a fussy cut here as well. A bit of a label and some lace, lots of journaling, that goes in there, but it's holding on also this envelope. Liberty print frill, bit of lace, some die cuts, a ticket, a butterfly, and on the back, I've done so much work in this, is a square of sort of linen, and I've printed onto it with archival ink some more die cuts, another butterfly, die cuts, etc, etc. You've got the picture, you know where I'm going with that. So they just get held in with another one of these fancy schmancy paper clips. They're really nice actually, I like them. And I've just done some stenciling here just around the corners with, I don't know what you'd call it, a flourish? A flourish, that sounds good. A design page sewn around with another velvet tag on it. That's the other side with the thistles on, and that's the centre of that signature. So you can write what it is you should be doing, which always tickles me because no, I don't do what I'm supposed to do day by day. I wish I did. Design paper, and this, I love this page with the daffodils and the snowdrops on. It's so beautiful. I love it. Here we've got a belly band, some seam binding down there, and in the belly it's all die cut stuck on there with the stenciling behind it, so it looks more sort of wildflower meadow thing. It's more of that writing paper in there because it's useful to have in a journal. There's somewhere to write, so that fits into there. And then a little notebook I've done faux stitching around there. And you know, I really like faux stitching. I don't know why I don't do it more often. This says notes, and it's got a little gem on each side. And this is one of Lorna's PNG files. And I've just sewn in some pieces of that square paper. And I've sewn them in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in there. And that just fits into there. Like so. Over here we've got one of these, well, it's a pocket, isn't it? That's what it is. A little tag, some rick-rack, whatever, lots of niceness. Another one of those cards from Jen and Mike, go in there really nicely actually. The back of the Henry Terry, the back of the square paper, the other bit of that, I mean, it's too nice to chop up, definitely. Here we've got a journaling page with a velvet tag on, just a bit of hanging foliage from the top that I've stenciled, and some die cuts from Jan, which I like those. I like that page, it's nice. And on here we've got a side pocket from the design paper, bit of rick-rack down there, a journal card with one of Lorna's PNGs, a bit of jotter paper really, and another one of those cards. Pop that in that way. Then here, the back of the envelope, this is the Edith Holden napkin here. When I say napkin, it's proper fabric napkin. I haven't made it of tissue paper. Design page, and then a card, a journal card that I think we might have made this together actually. I stamped the back with random text, then put one of Lorna's images on, and you know, die cut, and that goes in there. And on the back it's just got a bit of jotter paper and more design. The back of Lynn's beautiful book, design page all sewn around, more of the Liberty Tanner lawn wildflower fabric. This is the back of the South America wildflowers, and it's got another one of those journaling cards in, bit of seam binding at the top. Look at the pages, they're just, that book is phenomenal. And here we've got an acetate window, and when you take the journaling card out, it all matches up. Hey, what do you know? And then when you put this back in, it hides it again. So you think, oh, that's a nice journaling card. And then when you take it out, you've got the full picture of the design page underneath. And this is seam binding that Hilda sent to me, and it's a beautiful colour. Thank you. Green pom-poms down here. I don't know why, I just like them. And on the back here, we've got, it's a journaling page, bit of stenciling at the bottom, and this I do believe is vintage writing paper and envelope. There's a couple of sheets there. Yeah, 2 sheets there, and the matching envelope that you can write on, and you can actually use, you can send it in the post if you want to. So that just slides up there. The seed catalogue, this is a side tuck page, bit of seam binding down here, velvet tab, another one of those journaling cards. And here I've stamped behind it, stenciled behind it, and then put some of Jan's lovely die cuts on there. And then we've got the music page, which I've put lace down the side, and I've decoupaged these from a napkin. And same napkin there, different design. And that's the end of that signature, and you can see that lovely fabric through there, it's gorgeous. So start of the second one, and here we have the Liberty print again on this gorgeous, I love this page, the dog rose and the crab apple, gorgeous. Another design page, and here's the page that we made that matches the one with the green rickrack that we gessoed and whatever, and it says wildflowers don't care where they grow, which I like, and 2 buttons on it. And just a bit of something and nothing up there, and a bit of stenciling here, so you've got some journaling space. the seed catalogue page, the music paper page. I put a butterfly on this one as well. A bit of lace down the side just to protect the music, really. Music page. And then this big belly band here. I love these daisies. They were the devil's own to fussy cut because I couldn't really see where they ended and page began. But I'm glad I persisted, and I do like that page. And it's got 3 buttons down there and some lace down the side, a big journaling card, and a bit of paper that you can write on, take notes on, that Jen and Mike sent me also. And they just fit in there like that. And it's got a tag on this page, and then here it's got an envelope attached to it, little butterfly on it, some washi, label, stamp, lace, you know how I make my envelopes. Here's another page from the South American wildflower. And I've made a pocket of this as well. I quite like the fact it's sort of picked up on these colours, and I've put a journaling card in there also with the purple on. Just fits in there nicely. This has got a sewn around, it's got a velvet tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. Another page from the book Lynn Whitman sent me, this time Narcissi daffodils. I love them, absolutely love them. Isn't that gorgeous? And here we have another envelope that I've put in with a ruffle, Edith ruffle down the side, and it's got 2 tags in. One is that one that I think we might have made together, not sure, memory's going. That's the back of it, and that's the other tag. I quite like that actually. Here's another page with Lorna's PNG, the Secret Garden kit, velvet tag on there, it's all sewn around. Another page with 2 of the PNGs on the side. Plenty of journaling though. Here's another page I showed you before from that book with a little envelope over it. Squared paper. Henry Terry. The ruffles from an envelope holding in this journaling card. And I've just gone around the edges with and stencil just to take the plainness of the page, and that's an envelope like you saw before. I stamped onto the linen and put some die cuts and a butterfly. I quite like that. And this page has got greenery coming from the top and the bottom. A design page with pom-poms down it. They just make me happy, no other reason. Here we've got a belly band with a die cut on. Another notebook like you saw before, and some writing paper. This design sheet with lace down it and a velvet tag. Another design page. Another one of these. You can keep count on what you want to do. Design page with lace down it. That's a lovely page as well. Oh, that's gorgeous. And then we come to this one. This has got pom-poms down the side and seam binding. And it's got a big acetate window and this tag behind it, but when you take it out you can see, I don't know if that's gleaming or not, but you can see it's the same page. I've kept the middle bit and put it exactly behind the acetate, and then this goes in, which is a really big journaling tag, so it's a nice surprise when you open it. Well, I hope it is anyway. Yeah, there's the pom-poms in all their glory, and that's a lovely page. Then here we've just got a lovely wildflower tag, some doily and some raffia. I'm pretty sure you watched me make that, with just a bit of stenciling top and bottom, so it's a good journaling page. And the same here. There's no stenciling on that. It's absolutely plain page, and a journaling card with a paper clip. Yeah. Henry Terry, squared paper. Another page of that book. Strawberries this time. Another page where it's sewn around, and I've used Lorna's PNGs. Again, look at that. That's unbeatable, I think. I just adore that. It's 2 PNGs resized and placed one on top of the other. Looks great. Here's the other side of the envelope, and we've got a library card and some writing paper in this side, and on the back we've got a bit of that paper. You can still see the writing paper, and there's the strawberries again. Ooh, becoming obsessed with strawberries. The other side of Lynn's book.
Not a raspberry.
No, it's a strawberry, wild wood strawberry. Fragaria vesca, wood strawberry. And a design page sewn around. Look at these images, they're just so lovely. Oh, there's that same one, look. Wood strawberry. Told you I'm becoming obsessed with strawberries. Here's the pocket from the wildflower book. I've just popped an envelope into there. You can pop whatever you want inside the envelope, of course. It's got a stamp on there, a label, some washi, some lace around the bottom. It just pops into there. And get this, people, this is raggy from where I pulled it out the book, and I haven't even cut it off. Can you believe that? I can't believe it myself. It's just so unlike things that I would do, but I like it. So that's the other side of that. They do have some fantastic wildflowers in South America. Here's another one of these sort of side pockets. Take this out and you'll see that's the way it goes. And I've got another playing card, a clocking in and out card, and some jotter paper. And they just fit into there. And then on here we've got another card, that's beautiful, a library card, and also things to do. No way is that anything like long enough, can I just say that? But you know, it would make a nice start, wouldn't it? And that's got a velvet tag on it. There's our music page with a lovely daffodil on it. The seed catalogue page, and another beautiful embroidery from Mr. F. I think this one is cowslip. It's really pretty. I do love it. And a tag in there that's, I think you watched me do these as well actually, just a napkin decoupaged. It's really nice. It's in keeping, I think. A little bit of stenciling at the top there, and that just fits in there. And then we've got some, they call this stuff frogging, this stuff. One of these pockets here, another little tag. And that is the last page. What a way to end, isn't that beautiful? And that's it. There is our wildflower journal. I've thoroughly enjoyed making it. I love the papers. Thank you so much to Lorna. And I hope that if you decide to do something sort of similar, that you have as much pleasure making yours as I have making mine.